Okay. So the next anime I'll look at for this summer season is Ikoku Meiro no Croisée, which is anime set in France in the 19th century. So you have like a blacksmith shop. They make wrought iron ornaments, and then you have a grandfather Claude, which is the grandson. It's hard to tell how old he is. He seems very adult for his age, but in anime you never can tell age. And not only that, and then you have the Japanese girl, which is Yune. Um, my first impressions of Yune looks like a Michael, which is pretty much like a you see all those geisha pictures. The little girl attendant of the geisha, that's what she looks like, a Michael. And so that means she has this really flowery, really elaborate kimono, and then the obi sash is really elaborate. And she's really, she's tiny, she's petite, and she looks very cute. And that was my impression. And then apparently the grandfather brought her over from Japan to be an attendant for the store. So that apparently in Japan they have this thing in which girls stand at the store to bring customers in, and that was supposed to be a role, to bring customers, to attract people from the store. So you have all these French people with that little oddity. No one knows who it's France, 19th century, and nobody knows anything about like Japanese girls in like cute clothes. And at first I was horrified. Of course she's cute and all, but I was horrified at how did you get this girl? How did you get this little girl all the way from Japan, which was probably by ship. You had to go. It's a ship journey, right? You have to go by ocean, all the way from Japan to France. What horrible story must have happened that you got this girl? And it's I was really horrified because even though she's cute and all, that's like glaring, right? And thankfully, the kid Claude actually mentions this, like, why is this girl in this strange place that you've separated her from her homeland in this town just for our store? And then in this course, at first she claims she doesn't know French, and it turns out later that she does. And then there's like friction between Claude, who doesn't want to accept this girl. Actually, it's not so much that he doesn't want to accept it. He doesn't think that it's right for this girl to stay with them. That he should go back to Japan. There is that aspect, and of course, there's another aspect of he doesn't want to have to bother with children in his shop. So there are two conflicting aspects in there. It's not conflicting, but like they reinforce each other. So you have very so. And then for most the anime is pretty slow paced. It's like of course with that conflict, and then there's girl, which is then there's grandfather, which is all grandfatherly and like cuddly and stuff. Except that it's creepy for having a little girl or a little Japanese girl around to bring over from Japan. But the girl. So some incident happens in which she an ornament in which Claude who's taken care of is her carelessness causes the ornament to break, and then she comes up all Japanese, like bending her head, doing this, apologizing, traditional Japanese culture thing, and she's like all bowing her head, being all submissive, and this ruffles, like, I guess, Claude's French feathers, who doesn't know how to deal with it, and then in this over the top blown up way, she offers her mother's kimono gift, which is really beautiful, I think, to apologize for her faux pas, for the ornament breaking. And Claude doesn't know this, and then when he learns that, when he sells off the kimono, and after he learns that the kimono is actually like something really valuable, they come to an understanding in which Claude says that he's going to save up enough money to buy back the kimono and all that bullshit. It's sappy. It's I guess I don't care too much for sappy stuff, but this one is really, it's sappy in a sort of I think there's a sort of there's this touch of xenophobic stuff in here. It's like, oh, look at the Japanese and look at their culture of like reflexive apology, reflexive submissiveness. Don't that sort of sort of look at the lengths they would go to make sure that they will satisfy their masters and stuff. And then the French was like, oh, Japanese, look, oh, what an exotic culture. This would be strange if an American talks about the exoticness of his culture. But it's strange when a Japanese talks about tries to show the exoticness of his culture in a strange land. It's sort of like, yeah, that's it's a little bit strange. And also one thing that is strange is that there's a bit of like master fetish. So you have this girl talking about clothes sama, sama. It's not that sort of silly maid cafe, slavish cuteness, which I know that appeals to a lot of guys out there. It appeals to a lot of Japanese guys and makes a lot of girls blush, saying that, oh, I wish to be that little cute rabbit. But I find it a bit distasteful. And to complement that, so you have this slavishness from the girl, and then from the clothes you have this like masculine protectiveness, that sort of thing. And I'm like, not again. It's the same old tropes. But well, it's okay to watch. Family values are upheld, and men save and women are saved. So I guess civilization goes on the same. So I cringe when she says all this clothes on, that sort of thing. It's like, you're a little girl, please don't do that. I can imagine a lot of guys, drooling over this like little moe girl talks, appealing to them that way. And another thing that's a bit hard to believe is that her kimono is really elaborate, right? And she's like this little kid. I have one kimono, like I have a bunch of kimono pictures. Like this is real kimono because I have played that. You can see in my early videos which I played shamisen, and I've played shamisen in traditional kimono. It took 2 women. Actually, at one time it took like a man who was like a traditional, who has a certificate in tying kimono, just to tie on my kimono. And if not, there's like 2 women to tie on my kimono. And this is very elaborate. And I'm thinking to myself, how does this little girl tie that kimono? And she's not like wearing like a yukata. No, this is not like some yukata simple thing. No, this is like a furisode. And it's even worse that she's wearing like the maiko type kimono, which is really complicated because her thing in the back is not like the simple fold. Like there's one simple fold, but there's one that's like really like a long fold. She can't do that by herself. She's a little girl. Someone has to tie it for her. So I'm thinking to myself like that, it's pretty disgusting, but somebody has to tie a kimono for you. But who else? The grandfather? Oh my god, perverted grandfather who is the one tying the kimono on the little girl. Anyway, I'm just joking. So what's the verdict? I would watch it. It's good. I wonder where the story will lead. Personally, I don't know. I don't think maybe it would go in depth into how Unit came to where she is, how she got from Japan to France. But yeah, the cuteness grates a bit on me a little bit. So I don't know how much of that I guess I would have to like take it a bit at a time. It's certainly not Kami-sama no Momocho. It's certainly not that. But anyway, so I would go on next week, and I think I'm going to do a review of Blood Sea. And I don't know which other fun reviews for the summer. But anyway, see you.